Z. I don't know the words. No,
Chant my name, Ultraman Z.
X.
Yeah, I love how Tsuburaya makes Ultraman X, skips Ultraman Y, and they make Ultraman Z.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
yeah. It's like oh, and then eventually we're gonna have Ultraman Z Cross, and then Ultraman Z Cross Advent. But then it's gonna end on a cliffhanger that will never get resolved. Thanks, Tsuburaya. No, I'm just kidding. This isn't Mega Man. This is Ultraman. When Mega's just not enough.
Indeed.
Yes, we're here to discuss Ultraman Z episodes 1 through 4. Can you believe it? Like, we just finished doing the original Ultraman, and now we jump way into the Reiwa era. Like
yes,
a slingshot.
And this is a season that neither of us have seen, so it's fresh to both of us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And to commemorate it, give me one quick second. Yes, we both actually did buy ourselves a copy of the season because
that we did.
We are both that dedicated. That's right. I actually have this on Blu-ray, and it hurts me to say because I very much prefer DVD format, but certain seasons are not available on.
And if you look over there, I've got all my DVDs and Blu-rays, and a lot of them are Ultraman. In fact, I've got all the Ultraman Mill Creek releases, except for the one that has the Absolute Conspiracy. I need to get that.
Yeah, I might get the Absolute Conspiracy as well. But yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seasons of Ultraman on either
You're on your way.
DVD or Blu-ray. Yeah. Yeah, I'm almost 1/3 of the way there. Did they ever make a DVD or Blu-ray release for the 2 seasons that were not in Japan?
Oh, you mean, I'm just going to call them Great and Powered for short.
Yeah.
They did in Japan. Mill Creek has not released those seasons yet.
Okay. Then I don't feel quite as bad for not having them, but I know inevitably I'm gonna have to get those, but I really hope that much like what's it called? Ginga and Ginga S, like I hope they come in as one set.
Maybe. Who knows?
Make it easier. What's crazy is that the animated series counts as a full season, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you know what's the weird thing about the DVD release of the Ultraman, aka the anime one?
What's up?
The subtitles are on the bottom right corner of the screen. Actually, no, the bottom left corner of the screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest though, like, because I rarely collect Blu-rays, can't get used to the texture of these discs. Yeah. But one thing I do love about all the Ultraman series I did purchase is that they do come with a little booklet on the inside that come with not only the episode guides, but also includes like a list of like all the Ultramen that appear in the season, as well as their various forms. And even much better, it comes with a kaiju dex.
Yep. Well, if you get the Blu-ray releases of the Showa Ultraman, mainly the series from Q to Leo, the booklets not only come with like a description, a profile of Ultraman and the kaiju, it comes with behind the scenes info too.
Oh, that's cool. Because I can tell you this much: my DVD of the original '66 Ultraman definitely does not have one of these booklets. Tiga and Gaia do, but not the original.
Nope.
Now I'll say this: this would have been a lot helpful like 2 years ago. Like, and it's hard to believe that like we are wrapping up our second year of doing Ultraman podcasts.
I thought we started doing it last year.
No, we started with Blazar.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't there for that.
Yeah. So with Blazar being like kind of like the start of our first season of the UltraQuest podcast, that means that Omega will be our third season.
Nice.
But what's really interesting is how in our second season we actually got one season more than our first season. Like I'm just trying to figure out the feasibility of it because it's like, there's like, because like I know that Tiga had 52 episodes in a movie and Rube had 25 episodes in a movie, but here we got like a 22 episode season, a 40 episode season, and it's like we probably only saved like 5 weeks, but surely it's like it's not enough to get like the full year done, but apparently it is.
Mm-hmm.
Conveniently, much like the original Ultraman, Zed does not have a movie to go with it.
No, it does not.
Yeah. Mainly because of COVID, apparently, because this season did come out like 2021 or so.
No, it came out in 2020. 2021 was Trigger.
Yeah. 20. Yeah, Trigger had sort of like a prequel, but not like a full movie release either.
Well, it did have a team up movie with Zet though.
Yeah, episode Z.
Mm-hmm.
But but hey, at least we didn't have to wait like God knows how many years for the movie to cross over.
You mean like the Final Odyssey?
Especially Final Odyssey. I still can't get over it's like they finished Gaia before they released Final Odyssey. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta get
me
that.
Well, Tiga's a popular season.
Yeah. But I gotta get me that Dyna DVD because it's like, bruh.
Yeah, you're missing the season sandwich in between Tiga and Gaia.
Exactly. Which is the exact opposite of my current situation with Nexus and Mabius, because I got Max, then a Nexus, but still no Mabius.
Yeah. Well, Mabius is a great season.
It is. Yeah, again, like I remember, like the Nexus and Mabius were the two seasons I wanted to watch the most when I was younger. Still haven't. Great. Yeah, we'll get to them eventually. Hey, who knows? Maybe depending on how things play out, maybe we could do all 3 seasons back to back to back to back to back to back to back. I doubt it though. Yeah. But yeah, no. So we are here doing Ultraman Z, and it is a season that neither of us have ever watched before. So it does feel a little bit of relief that there's a certain level of equal footing between you and I at this point because well, you're still irrefutably the Ultra Senpai. you're the Zero to my Z. But thankfully I am a little bit more experienced compared to myself, and you're a little less experienced compared to yourself. So kind of like meeting halfway to a certain degree. So yeah, no, it's like let's say you're still a little bit above me, even during this season, but it's nice to know that, we're both going in blind, so that like we're going in blind together.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Zet. My G-Fest friends say nothing but good things about Zet, so it's like, all right, I need to sit down and watch this season.
By the way, what is G-Fest again? It's like the June 13th, I think.
Close. It's July 11th through the 13th.
July 11th. I remember the number 13 popped up. Well, good news is by that point you will have finished Ultraman Z.
Indeed.
Yeah. So now, like, your G-Fest fans will be like, "Hey, bro, I saw your review of Ultraman Z. How dare you say episode 20 was weird?" Or whatever. Like much like it's like this. Much like much like with a lot of other seasons for me, I did get a bit of a sneak peek into a lot of the later episodes because, the nature of having to make the thumbnails, it's like kind of get the gist of some of the stuff that goes on, but not like enough to like say, oh snap, this is a major spoiler for me.
Yeah.
Plus, certain plot points in the Reiwa era are just like kind of like there, so it's like you wouldn't be quite surprised. Like, of course, there's going to be a father-daughter episode. Of course, you're going to have a villain disguised as a human. Of course, you're going to have a cameo from a past Ultra. Of course, you're going to have a Zangil type of kaiju helping out, but not using informal second-person pronouns.
Yeah.
Or being obsessed with coffee. Yeah. Of course, there's going to be budget problems involving a monster attack.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first monster we ever get to fight, believe it or not, is the same monster we fight in the very first episode of Ultra Q. Yep.
Because Gomez shows up.
Yep.
AKA not Godzilla.
Yeah, Horn Godzilla.
Yeah, Horn Godzilla.
Yeah. Hey, we will check it out. My Gomez has a horn. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, except I noticed that Gomez, when he shows up in the Ultraman series, his height varies. Because in Ultra Q, he was 10 meters tall. When he appeared in some other seasons, he was like 40 or 50 meters tall. But here, he's 20 meters tall. So it's like, Tsuburaya, does this race of Gomez just... Is there like a whole race of Gomez? Do they just like depend on... Do their genetics depend on like how tall they are? Is it an age-related thing or what?
I can imagine. But still, given the fact that this will be a prominent medal in this season, I do have to ask, what's Ultra 7's deal? Like, why is his name 7? Like, I know that the idea of having multiple Ultraman isn't going to be like a thing until like Return of Ultraman.
Well, he's called Ultra 7 because there's a simple explanation for that. And I'm serious. There is a simple explanation for that.
Okay, thanks, Gosei. I feel a lot better now.
Anyways, the explanation is that in place of, like how there's a monster attack crew in a bunch of seasons like Guts?
Yeah.
In Ultra 7, it's the Ultra Guard.
Okay.
So Ultra 7 is the honorary 7th member of the Ultra Guard, hence why they call him Ultra 7.
All right. But like his name is in fact 7.
Yes.
Okay. Cuz I'm like 07 Leo. I'm like 07 Leo. It's like you have the first two names are basically numbers.
Well, they do that. There's also a reason for that combination because I'm sure you're aware that 7 is Zero's father.
Yeah, that I am not aware of.
Oh, you weren't aware of that?
I've never seen any of the Zero movies. All I know is like he was like exiled or something like that.
Yeah, we'll get to those eventually. But all right, so I just kind of assumed that was common knowledge.
Maybe to an Ultra fan like you, but not to an Ultra Kohai like me.
Well, and of course, I'm not saying that to be condescending or anything.
Oh no! It's like I mean, look, it's like imagine like walking into like Power Rangers like at Mega Force and being like, so like is Tommy like the first Power Ranger or something? Because he's always like in the middle. I mean, he's the first at something. Not being the first Power Ranger, but he is the first at something.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Ultra 7 is the father of Ultraman Zero, and Leo trained and Leo trained Ultraman Zero.
Okay.
So basically, it's Zero's father and his teacher.
So basically, it's like if Zero was Naruto, then 7 and Leo would basically be Minato and Jiraiya.
You could say that.
Yeah. Yeah, which makes Ultraman Z Sardo Chiha.
I guess.
Yeah, no, it's kind of funny how like Sarda is like basically not a Naruto's apprentice, while Boruto is Sasuke's apprentice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the reason for that combination, and plus they're trained in martial arts. So, well, I don't really know about. I mean, I've seen Ultra 7, but I haven't seen Ultra 7 in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he used martial arts to an extent.
Yeah,
but definitely, Leo definitely is the Ultraman who uses martial arts, and obviously, like I said, Zero was trained by Leo.
Yeah, I mean, Gamma Future is kind of obvious because
Giga Dyna Gaia.
Yeah, they're the Heisei Trinity. Like they're the Heisei Trinity. It's like W O's Forze.
Yeah, which interesting that you mentioned O's because
yes,
this season uses metals like O's.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you know what else? Next season, Trigger uses Gaia memories.
Yeah. And 2 seasons earlier, Orb used Gamba Ride cards, kinda.
Yeah, and you know what? After they're doing a reverse of Decade, Double, and O's because Zet uses metals, Trigger uses memories, and Decker uses cards.
Yep.
It's a reverse of Decade, Double, and O's.
Which means Blazer technically should be using Fwesslers. Which means that...
Can you imagine that if Blazer used something similar to Fwissles?
Yo, you know what that would mean though?
What?
Arc would have to use his imagination because he has to use his imagines.
But he does use his imagination.
Sunlight form, moonlight form, galaxy form.
But doesn't Arc say unleash your imagination?
Ore Sanjo.
I think this might be intentional because while Tsuburaya and Toei are competition with Tokusatsu, Bandai has a big say in what goes into both the shows.
Yeah. So what that means is Omega needs to use Zectors.
Is he going to walk the path of heaven?
Ultra rise.
Well, he's red like Kabuto.
Yes.
It's probably a coincidence, but yeah, he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say they are, but yeah, like he is the same color as Kabuto. Coincidence? I say probably. Yeah, but Toei, like they always have their...
We are a secret club because of our agenda.
And Tsuburaya.
We are a secret club because of our agenda.
I didn't know Toei and Tsuburaya had agendas.
It is an agenda most other studios might not agree with.
I wonder if Toho has an agenda now. Because they make the Godzilla
club because of our agenda.
All right.
Yeah, because Toho, they make the Godzilla and Choseishi series.
Oh yeah, I love the Choseishi series. We need a 4th season fast.
They were going to make a 4th one, but for some reason they canceled it after Caesar X.
Darn. I bet it's Gordo's fault. It's always Gordo's fault. I'm just
May he rest in peace.
Yeah. Yeah. He's somewhere up there in the science sky. Anywho, so we start off with a giant robot that looks like a sad little duck kaiju. like
you mean Sevenger?
Yeah. He trying to fight off Gomez while our main character tries to save a little puppy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Keanu be praised.
Yeah. Yeah, the other thing is Sevenger. He first showed up in Ultraman Leo, and he was the fourth of Ultra 7's capsule monsters.
Did you say capsule monsters? Previously on Cap. Now on Cap. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. But yeah, so yeah, they kind of knock over Gomez. But also, it stubs its toe, so we kind of lose balance, and that building gets destroyed regardless.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so at this point, I think we could talk about the theme song. I'm gonna be honest. Well, it's definitely a more action-packed theme song compared to my complaints last season. By which I mean the original Ultraman. I'm just not vibing. I feel like it works better as an outro, to be honest. Like the visuals, fantastic. I especially love the part where the members of storage are like running, and then it cuts to little Ultraman and the two mecha running. I love that. I love that because like I love how like this season emphasizes man-made mecha trying to fight kaiju, because let's be honest, like that was the premise for Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's just the intro, it feels too much like an outro to be an intro. Like the actual song. It's like I don't hate it. It just feels like you know the part where like even the opening parts like I feel like that should be overlaid over like the last 5 seconds of an actual episode before it cuts to credits. You know, like that guitar riff from Roundabout.
I need the roundabout.
And then once it gets to the actual chorus, like you get to like you switch to the actual credits. Yeah, so it's like Ultraman Zeto. It's like, yeah, you know, it's
I definitely agree that the visuals are cool. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is that I love Masaaki Endo. He sang the Power Ranger opening, the Boom Boomger opening, and openings 4 and 5 for Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, if you watch it in Japanese. So the thing is that I like Masaaki Endo's music, but I'm also just not vibing with this opening either, and I hate to say that.
Oh no, agreed. Like Ultraman X, Rube, like those seasons had banger openings. Like Blazar had a banger opening.
Oh yeah,
it was okay. Arc was okay, you know.
Yeah.
Tiga, like freaking that song was just like a anthem banger. Come on, baby, Tiga, take me higher.
Oh yeah, like, such a great song.
Yeah, it's like, and you know, like here and there, I've seen the theme song to Mabius. So Mabius had a great opening. I haven't really watched Mabius, but Homegirl with the Glasses like is really fire. But I digress. Yeah, it's like heck. Honestly, I even like the Australian opening for Ultraman Great.
Yeah,
it's very like simple, but I think they worked it better than the original Ultraman did because they hyperimpose like the actual like mound sides in the Australian outback.
Yeah.
In that graphic filter, it's like it works for me. But yeah, like I said, like the visual side of the theme song, it's fantastic. Like I love the way things were cut. I love the transitions. You know, like they got really good like video clips to make the theme song with, but the theme song just feels too much like an outro to be an intro. Yeah, like even like I said, like I love the part where like they're running towards the end. It's so good, but you know.
Yeah, and like I said, I really like the openings 4 and 5 to Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Then again, all the Japanese openings for 5Ds were great. But with this one, it's like I said, I hate to say it, but I just don't vibe with this.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's like I think you and I would have vibed with it more if it was used as an outro instead.
I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious. What other theme songs did Masaki Endo do outside of Ultraman and Yu-Gi-Oh? Because let's see. Oh, he did the Go Rider insert song. He did the opening to Power Ranger. Perfect.
Yes. And Boom Boomger.
Yeah, and the theme song to Boom Boomger, which is fantastic because Boom Boomger is basically Pokemon, but with race cars, and I love it. Like if you hyperimpose the Boom Boomger theme song with Pokemon XYZ's opening, like it is a banger. And yes, he did opening theme. He did the insert song "Clever Mind" and openings 4 and 5, as you mentioned.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did Clear Mind in 5Ds. I love that song.
Yeah.
When that song plays, you know Yusei's gonna win.
Yeah, and believe it or not, he actually did play the role of Zoom Zoom Shaka Blaster in the actual gun for the 119 form.
Yep, that sounds like his voice. So
yeah, so it does just disappoint just a smidge that like this song, which in a vacuum is a banger, just does not work as an opening, as an outro. Yeah. It's fantastic. Meanwhile, the outro to this season, like I want to like give it a proper listen, and yeah, and ironically, the outro sounds like it could have worked as an opening to this to the season.
Maybe.
I would love to see like some like if anyone who's a video editor is like watching our discussion, can you try to make it so that can you try to do an edit where they use the outro as the theme song and the theme song as an outro? I want to see how that plays out because I think like if you just switch the two, it would sound better. They both would sound better. All right, but yeah, so they get reprimanded by their chief, who I swear is that ringmaster from Kamen Rider Wizard.
Yeah, he does look like him now that you mention it.
Yeah, I wonder if that is him. Kamen Rider Wizard cast. I gotta know. Hisahiro Ogura. Is that you? Hisahiro Ogura? Let's see, TV. Yep, it was him. Director Kuriyama.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he went from making rings to fighting kaiju.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine if you had an Ultraman that used rings? Not the orb ring. I mean, like actual rings.
Who knows? Maybe that's not too far off. Maybe that'll be the next season after Omega.
Oh yeah, no. Actually, did they establish what the gimmick toy for Omega is going to be? Because I don't think I've seen what the toy is going to be.
He's got like an Omega Slugger, and then he puts a tiny little thing inside of it, like a little gemstone thing.
It's a gemstone. Hey, maybe he will use rings. Like he's got to put rings inside the Slugger.
I don't think so.
I mean, just imagine this. It's like, okay, so you got the Slugger, right? And then, so you take the slugger out like you're supposed to, and then you take the ring and you put the ring inside the slugger like so, and then you take another ring and put it like up here, and then the third one down here. It's like ka-choo, ka-choo, ka-choo. Ultraman, Tiga, Orb. I summon the power of Ultra. Goju Ultra. Oh.
Who knows?
Ultra Oja. I know it's random. It's random. But yeah, no, it's like, but you never know. One day we'll have a ring bearing Ultra. Not you, Orb. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of the Orb ring.
I'm fine with it, but oddly enough, this might be a hot take, but I wasn't too fond of Ultraman Orb as a show. I thought it was slow paced and could have been better.
You see, I didn't even watch Ultraman Orb, but I have seen people carry around the Orb ring like as an actual toy.
Oh yeah, but you know, sometimes I do wonder to myself, maybe I would like Orb more as a show if I gave it a second watching, because that's happened with me in a few things to where I've given something a second chance and I liked it a lot more.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Yeah, but I've seen the toy. It's like you got like this tiny little hand grip, but this massive orb that's like really sticking out, and it's like woo, 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 woo.
Yeah. I mean, I like how it scans cards.
No, I do like the card scanning feature. It's just it feels weirdly big. Like the actual ring feels...
because you know, like usually, like Ultraman transformation devices are a lot more sleeker.
Yeah, it's like, how do I put it? It's like, imagine if the original Ninja actually used the sunglass morphers from Power Rangers Jungle Fury. Like, imagine actually having to use sunglasses in the Japanese version, but then in the American version, we use the giant, like, shuriken weapon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just is, it's less, no, it's too conspicuous.
Yeah.
Which is ironic, because it's sort of the opposite problem of, like, what most toys are for, like, the American, for Sentai and Kamen Rider.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just look. I mean, like when you take a look at, for example, the Wolf Thaba from Gojuger, it's like you're thinking, oh, it's gonna be the size of like proper Saba. No, it's not. Like it's barely even the size of Ultraman Slugger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're being Omega.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, so yeah, they get reprimanded. It's like, why'd you have to destroy that building? Because it's a giant monster fight and buildings being destroyed is a thing. That's not a valid excuse. People have to pay insurance for this. What do you think this is? Angel Grove, California?
Yes.
Meanwhile, some rhino, shark, jet booster kaiju escapes planet M57 and fighting against it. We got, hey, look, it's Zero. And with him is Ultraman Z, who we don't care for as much because he's like a brand new character. No, look at that. Zero's got a cape.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that when you have a cape, that's an Ultramantle, and that means like you're a higher standard Ultraman in the Land of Light. The weird thing to me is Zero got his mantle before Mabius. And Mabius is not, to this day, is still not gotten a mantle. Like, I get in his show, he was the rookie, but it's been almost 20 years at this point in time. Not in, well, in the real life. I'm sure it's been like 14 years at that. No. Let's see, 2006, 2020. Yeah, I was right. 14 years. There's at this point in the show, for Ultraman Z, and it's like, Mabius can't be a rookie forever.
Who knows? Maybe we'll have an anniversary movie for Mabius.
Oh, that'd be cool. For next year will be his 20th anniversary.
Exactly. Perfect opportunity. I mean, Hurricaneger got one.
Oh yeah.
Power Ranger got one.
Decker Ranger got one.
Are we gonna get one for Bokinger next year? Oh wait. Are we gonna have any problems? Toei?
I wish we could do a Car Ranger 30th anniversary, but unfortunately that's not possible because Yellow Racer's actress unfortunately passed away due to cancer.
Oh, see, for that, you could just pull a Once Snowies and just say her daughter will be the new Yellow Racer. But try to make it tasteful. Try to keep it tasteful, though. Try to keep it tasteful.
Yeah, they could do that. They could have her be the daughter of Natsumi.
Yeah. Yeah. I did like Natsumi from the few episodes I did watch. And I did like Stono Na because it's like, so, Sonogo, you think you're hot-ish, huh? Well, say hello to even hotter-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, Zet and Zero are fighting this space shark, and then Zero gets pulled into another dimension, but before that, he hands over Zed's dual disc and his medals.
It does look like a dual disc, high key.
Yeah. Ori no Tan, Doro, Ultraman Z no Shokan.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's so it's like now you have to go to Earth. And of course, while we're doing like pickup from the previous Gomez fight, now to fight this space shark rhino thing.
So basically, Sevenger is fighting it off, and then Zet shows up, which I'm going to be honest, I like Zet's original form more than Alpha Edge.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from because Alpha Edge looks a little too similar to Ultraman Zero, but in its defense, not saying it's a good defense, but in its defense, the whole point is that he is supposed to be Zero's apprentice, so of course he's going to like have like basically it's like he's growing Kuga. So Mighty Kuga has to look like, Zero.
Oh, yeah, I totally get that. And also, it makes perfect sense considering Alpha Edge is 1/3 of a fusion of Ultraman Zero. But I'm just saying, like, with Ultraman Z's original form, I like how it's blue and silver with some tidbits of red here and there. It looks unique.
Yeah, like I like seeing like a blue base Ultraman because in my experience, not your experience, in my experience, I don't see it very often. I know that Cosmos exists, but
and there's also blue from Rube.
Yeah, but blue and Rosso are supposed to be blue and red because that's their whole gimmick.
True.
Yeah. It's really weird that Z-Earth is basically too red for me. Yeah. But yeah. But hey, it could be worse. At least you don't have Ultra and Nice's design. Like, neck up, nice, looks pretty nice. Neck down, it's like, what in the cosmic fury am I looking at?
Well, at least his color timer is like on his left pec. That's something different.
Yeah.
Then again, Decker does that too. But then again, Decker came out like 20 years after Nice was shown.
Yeah, is Decker like an homage to both Nice and Dinah? I know it's Dinah, but is it also an homage to Nice though?
That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure. It might be, but it also might not be.
Alrighty. Well,
it could be a coincidence.
Yes, there's a simple explanation for everything now, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's that. And but yeah, so obviously same old affair. Main character falls unconscious trying to fight the kaiju, but this time so does Zito.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they're basically doing a big homage to the original Ultraman, just being like, hey, look, you died. I'm sorry for that happening, but you and I need to merge to stop this kaiju.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, and also we get probably the most annoying thing about Zed, which all things considered is probably not that big of a deal, but if I had to nitpick as to what the most ultra annoying thing is in this Ultraman season, it's Ultraman Z likes to prefix the word ultra into a lot of adjectives. Like, it's like we are an ultra peril. This will be ultra difficult. This is ultra awesome.
Is that ultra lingo or something?
I don't know, but I hope he doesn't say Ultraman Z. This is an ultra mega win.
You know what? At least him playing ultra prefixes, it's still better than Izzy's lingo.
Yes, what you call Boom Tower Boomer. I will never live that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, Haruki gets his dual disc and puts the medals in there. You count the medals 1, 2, and 3. And they become Ultraman Z Alpha Ed.
Yeah, and also he gets a fanny pack.
Yeah, that holds medals.
Yes, and it holds more medals than the one that O's has.
the Virgin O's holder, the Chad Ultraman medal holder.
Yeah, it's like I actually tried using a freeze frame to get an idea of how many medals it can hold. I kind of like up to 18.
Holds a lot more. Yeah, that's 3 times of what the O's medal holder could.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, I needed to get like a second holder, like for my belt, just to expand from having like 9 medals, including inside the actual belt, to having 15. Which, if you only have the core 5 medals, core 5 colors, sure, this will work out perfectly. But then what about Putotira? Or Burakawani?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would have needed like a third one, which I never got around to getting. But I would have needed a third medal holder just to hold all 21 medals.
Wow.
At the same time. But yeah, no, what's really interesting is you have to really put some thought into that. Well, if you had to carry not only 9 medals, which 9 medals would you hold? I mean, it's super easy to start with. Well, you gotta have Tatoba, you gotta have Takatora Bata, and you gotta have Kujaku and Kondoru.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that puts you at 5. Obviously, you need to have Terra, Tricera, and Tyranno. So that puts you at 8. So what will the last one be? For me, it's Kamakiri, just to reference the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taka, Kamakiri, Bata. But that also makes me sad because like now I wish there was like a 10th slot for Kuwagata.
Yeah. But anyways, not gonna lie, this was an impressive first fight.
Oh yeah, he has like the Z nunchucks thing.
Yeah, he uses Leo's martial arts while using both of the sluggers like Zero, but kind of has them like lightning chain together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, like seeing like him use like nunchucks as his weapon, that's hella dope.
You know, that reminds me because Leo would use nunchucks sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And it's like I love how like and they're not just like basic batons, like they're continuously spinning
like a Beyblade
while they're chained together. Yeah, so it's like imagine having nunchucks where like the two chucks are actually spinning buzzsaws. It's like, how do you even hold that?
Ultra logic.
Ultra logic. Now time to use my ultra kick. I'm just kidding. He has like a Z-shaped Spacian beam, but it's spelled with a Z.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is that Ultraman Leo would often use his Leo kick as a finisher.
Aha. Aha. Yeah, but when they defeat this kaiju, it causes a bunch of ultra metals to scatter across Japan.
Kind of
and he destroys a couple of roads when he lands on the ground.
Kind of like Gaia.
Yeah. So yeah, this Ultraman's a menace.
Yeah. So basically, afterwards, Haruki finds the medals for Ace and Taro, but the one for Ultraman he can't find. It lands on the head of one of his teammates.
Yeah. And also like what's really weird is that when he does the obligatory space jump to leave the scene, he kind of like does 2 swerves so that his streamline makes the shape of a Z.
Well, he has Ultraman Z.
Feels a little unnecessary, if you ask me, though.
I guess
it's a bit of an overkill and completely impractical. It's like at that point, why not just do the jump? Just do the jump. Just do a straight jump. What's with the swerving? Yeah, because like I'm gonna be honest, you know what the swerving kind of looks like? It's like whoo, exit stage left. Wait, I have to go right.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. So of course, like he gets 2 of the medals, like you mentioned, and Homegirl gets the original Ultraman. And I'm guessing she's not gonna use it to go into a vending machine to buy her some lipstick. But a mysterious person also has Tiga, Dinah, and Gaia.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, how mysterious. Meanwhile, somewhere else inside, like a waste management facility, inside storage, one dude falls down and some waste gets kind of like spilled out.
And then a parasite gets in him.
Yep. And of course this causes him to basically do an Ultraman equivalent of doing the Masato Kusaka smile. But what's really weird is like, how far away is everyone else here? Did they not catch him spilling stuff? Did they not catch him screaming in agony as a parasite tries to hug his face? How far
Do they
away
not
are
care?
you
guys? Someone getting infected by a parasite from blown up kaiju bits. Must be Tuesday.
Yeah, and of course the thing finds a separate slugger scanner thing and a glow in the dark thing.
Yeah. Well, that glow in the dark thing that he has is one of the splinters.
Yeah. Yeah. So one of the plot devices of the episode is it's called the Devil Splinters, which makes kaiju become more evil.
Ooh.
Not unlike the Dark Lightning.
Yeah.
Z X.
But no, why?
Suspicious. Yeah. But yeah, so moving on to the next episode. Main character cannot access Ultraman, despite, I wish I could access the Ultraman because giant monsters are attacking.
Yep, we're going back to Showa monsters again. Naranga shows up in this episode.
Oh yeah, Naranga.
Whom we talked about in our previous Ultraman podcast. Talking about the original Ultraman. In fact, the next 3 episodes have kaiju from the original Ultraman.
Yeah, it's like, as we mentioned, it's like even the 3 forms of the Z are basically based on the 3 eras.
Yeah.
So we are introduced to our base of operations, storage.
Yep.
I feel like garage would have been a better name, but yeah. And also homegirl, who definitely doesn't have a thing for lipstick or high heel shoes or pearls, likes to arm wrestle younger dudes and then hit on much older men.
She likes adults.
Yeah, just like especially if there's a 5,000 year age gap.
Here's the thing, though. I know 5,000 years might seem incredibly long by human standards, but that's actually very young by Ultra standards.
Ultraman Classic was 2,000 years old.
He said 20,000.
Oh, that's weird. I could have sworn he said 20. I must have miscarried a 0.
No, it's all right. Yeah, 5,000 years old is young in Ultraman by Ultraman standards.
Yeah, so that would explain why the dub voice sounds very sophomoric.
Oh, really? Yeah. I suppose we should mention he watches it dubbed, if possible. I watch it subbed.
Yeah. I watch it subbed and dubbed at the same time, so it's like I'm watching both versions at the same time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's like you got the English subs of the Japanese dub, and you got the actual English dub, so the subtitles don't match the voice, but you're both reading and listening at the same time, so it's kind of like you're watching 2 versions of the same show at once. So it's like, so if anyone's like, you gotta watch One Piece dubbed, you gotta watch One Piece subbed, I'm not gonna watch 2,200 episodes.
Yeah. If I have to watch One Piece dubbed, please don't let it be the 4Kids dub.
I think 2 or 3 of the voices from the 4Kids dub were actually not too bad.
Oh, I'm not saying the voice acting was bad. I'm just saying the content was bad.
Oh yeah, like, I'm gonna be honest though, like, I didn't mind Sanji smoking a lollipop to be like that bad of a problem, because honestly, Sanji probably would be the type of guy to like constantly be sucking on a lollipop if he had to quit smoking.
Yeah, I mean, that's a minor thing in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. Honestly, it kind of adds to his character, if anything. But there's like much more egregious things, like God, what are some of the more? Oh yeah, like how our kingdom is famous for its fruit punch
instead of alcohol,
instead of our wine. Yes.
Why? Or how all guns are either super soakers or cork guns.
That part I didn't get. Like, at least with, like, Power Rangers, they replace bullets with lasers.
Yeah. I caught all your laser pellets.
Oh, yeah. No, I love Deca Break catching laser pellets. But, yeah, no, it's, and I'm gonna be honest, I actually like the pirate rap.
Oh, yeah.
The real problem
the thing is that 4Kids, like, say what you will about their dubbing. I've got some things to say about their dubbing, but they did make some good openings. Like, as I mentioned before, I've only seen I've only seen 5D subbed, but I do think that the English opening is good.
Going fast makes me feel alive. My heart beats in hyperdrive. Do you think you can win only if I lose? Just like GX and 5Ds had banger openings in the 4Kids stuff. It's Zexel that I didn't really care for as much because it's like I feel like it had too much going for it. Yeah, it's like to make it all the way. Take a chance, we'll make it. Past yesterday, take a chance with me. Nothing will bring me down. Actually, nothing will bring me down. It's probably the best part of the song. But then when it gets back to the chorus, it's like, no. It's too fast, too upbeat. Also, like, I don't need a bunch of random shots of, like, characters falling on their faces. It's like didn't watch Arc V. I tried. Like I got past the first episode. But you lost me on the second episode. I tried Arc V. I tried. Believe me, I tried. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like, no, there's truly only one really bad opening during the 4Kids, and that's fighting Foodons.
Oh,
like,
yes.
How dare you butcher Orpheus and Underworld?
Yes, because I know fighting Foodons' opening is your favorite.
Yeah, nothing like that garbage song, Ultraman Tia. Larger than life, Ultraman. Searching for a hero. Searching for a man with all the right stuff. But yeah, so we have our poor sweet little mecha losing in a battle against a giant insect-ish kaiju.
I guess. But not how I would describe Naranga, but
it's got insect horns with reptile frills.
I guess.
But it's invisible. With divisibility and injustice for all.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, no, we're having a really bad time with this, and everyone's like really upset with Hiroki. But then an Ultrador shows up. It's like, really? Now, right here and he's like also confused, where it's like, how come no one can see this giant fanny pack on my body?
You want to say it, or should I?
Go ahead.
Apparently, Zet's explanation is it's made out of a material that humans can't see.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is that?
Yeah. And he even got patted down and everything right before.
So wait, they can't feel it either?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, does it phase right through them?
I don't know. Toku logic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but apparently he cannot transform into Zed unless, he's at a height of a very particular emotion. Yeah, and so, we get some backstory. The metals were made to harness the power of ultras. Oh, you mean like those Gumbarite cards? In order to fight ultra-powerful kaiju. that have been augmented with devil shards. But then, like before we were able to actually use them, this one particular kaiju just swallowed them up and made a run for it, and that's how we got here.
Yep.
Yeah, you ever notice how almost every season of Ultraman is just the Ultraman in question is just fighting some random monster, and they just happen to land on Earth, but then the monster gets completely destroyed in the first episode, and then like it's never brought up again for the rest of the season because the main villain is some other alien. How convenient that we ended up on Earth, of all places.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah. Yeah, because it happened with Classic. It happened with X. It more or less happened with Rube. Definitely with Tiga, even though he's technically from Earth.
Tiga's not from Gaia's from Earth, but Tiga is his
technically
race.
An alien, but then he fell asleep and like he had human descendants. Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
We literally reviewed it together. But still,
True.
The first monster we fight, not relevant to the plot.
Yeah, like Golza and Tiga. Golza and Melba had nothing to do with Katana Zoa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Our main character gets his butt kicked in karate, which is kind of interesting because in the next episode, they're going to make a huge deal out of the fact that he knows karate.
Yeah, especially since Ultraman Leo, his first power, well, 1/3 of his first power knows martial arts, and he used martial arts in his first fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so we make a special missile in order to paralyze an invisible kaiju. But we haven't had time to test it out yet. So we need someone to pilot the mecha. So of course Naranga shows up and we try to use the missile against it. And yes, Ultraman finally shows up because he has the proper emotions. So he cradles the mecha in his arms. Oh, that's so cute. I hope we're not gonna have an Earth Garon situation where it's like he only gets one episode to be badass.
I can't say because as we've said, this is
our first time watching this season for the both of us. Yes, I know. I'm just saying, it's like Earthy is a cutie, and like he deserved better. Yeah.
Who knows?
So,
like maybe Seven Gar and Wyndham will have a moment to shine.
Yeah. So Alpha Edge, he's fighting this invisible kaiju. He's like, remember, Kohai, your eyes deceive you. Use your senses. And of course, they defeat the kaiju, no problem.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah. So when we cut to like the home base, it turns out Homegirl's is super giddy because she's acting like she's super in love. Turns out the man of her dreams is 60 stories high and is 5,000 years old. Yeah, poor Haruki. How old do you think Ultraman Z is? He's 5,000 years old. How do you know? Well, I think I heard someone say something. I don't know. But anyway, so who was it again? He's 5,000 years old. I'm like, girl, you are cray-cray. And
he's into some weird kinky stuff.
And she's even holding on to the Ultraman medal. It's like, this must belong to you. Oh, yeah. I'm like, girl, please. You're making the lipstick fetish look normal in comparison.
Yeah.
I never imagined I would prefer a lipstick fetish over this.
That says something.
That says something. All right. Next episode. Yeah, no. Like freaking like we want to build another robot, but we can't because budget cuts.
Yep.
What do you mean budget cuts? Budget cuts. Like we get the return of the giant snow monkey.
Yes. Another kaiju from I hope is every kaiju in this show just going to be from the original Ultraman?
It'd be interesting. Was Gomez even in the original Ultraman? I'm trying to think back on it.
No, but Jiris was.
Yeah, I know about Jiris. I know Gomez was an Ultra Q.
No, Gomez wasn't in the original Ultraman.
I know that Kanegon is definitely in this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Oh, I know. Wait, was there an anthropomorphic moth dude in the original Ultraman, like Showa era?
So Mothra Man.
Mothra Man, yeah. Like a ninja Mothra Man, yeah.
I don't know.
Trying to think because it might be a Showa era type of thing. But yeah, I know there's gonna be like 2 non-consecutive episodes involving this particular kaiju. But we'll get to it when we get to it. Good the use of scoring though. But yeah, no, it's like they end up destroying an observatory. And of course, Ringmaster is really upset. It's like, do you know what this is gonna do for our budget? The vice minister is gonna be coming here, and he's gonna chew me out a new one. Who do you think we are? The Helsing organization? You think you're gonna just hide out in a basement with a 70-inch plasma screen TV and hope that a bunch of vampires from World War II are going to show up and destroy our command center unless you help out, and then they'll convince the beat counters to give us an unlimited budget? Why do you think that says Team 4-star? I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's allergy season.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have to do something about this. Oh, and incidentally, there is what's it called? A Gomorrah sleeping in the mountainsides, and we need to move the Gomorrah so we could continue building roads. Yes, I actually remember the name of a kaiju, and that's John
I
Red
wonder
King.
why.
Yeah, it's not like
it's not because this kaiju has multiple appearances.
It's not like it's the most important kaiju in a season we covered in the past, and then ended up having literally the only 2-part episode in the original Ultraman. But funny how in both cases it involves Gomorrah sleeping inside a mountain.
Yeah.
It's almost as if we are recycling the plot of the original Ultraman.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing that's obvious with the new generation Ultraman series ever since Ginga. They've really been pushing the nostalgia of not just the original Ultraman, because unlike Mighty Morphin, other seasons exist, and Tsuburaya knows this, so they've at least done nostalgia for all sorts of Ultraman seasons.
Yeah, the most non-Mighty Morphin nostalgia we got in the Hasbro era, let's be honest, are just 2 references to Power Rangers in space, because Astronema and Psycho Red.
Yep.
Not even Dark Spectre, just Astronema and Psycho Red.
Yep.
Not even Grum from SPD. It's like, oh, let's bring back this bad guy. No, let's bring back this bad guy. no, let's bring back this bad guy. And they ended up going with Goldar.
Yeah. Yeah, here's the thing, though. I commend Tsuburaya to where they might be pushing the nostalgia, but it's not just the original Ultraman that they push.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we have a board meeting, and we get a bunch of white dudes in it. Some of them actually look familiar. I'm trying to wonder if like any of them were in other like Kamen Rider or Super Sentai properties, because
and they speak English. Some of them do in the Japanese version.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm just like trying to think like I'm trying to think like is like some of these English speaking actors, it's like they look familiar. Like I feel like I've seen them in like other seasons.
It's possible.
Yeah, of like it does make me, especially the vice minister. Like I feel like I've seen him before. I hope he's not the North Korean dad from Geki Ranger. You know the one. It's like, oh yeah, so I'm an English-speaking white man from North Korea visiting Japan. It's like, how does that work exactly?
I don't know. Sentai logic.
Oh man. Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at the guest cast. So Vice President Robert Anderson. Okay, let's see. Like, I'm gonna try to do like let's see. I'm gonna do a quick Google search of Robert Anderson. Hold on. Kamen Rider. Let's see if he's in Kamen Rider, because like I feel like I've seen Robert Anderson somewhere before. Man, because like the actor, it's like I recognize him. It's gonna bother me. Okay, let's see. Robert Anderson. Let's see. Exception Files, Devil's Night, Arena Wars, Night of the Tommy Knockers. Really? Is that a remake of Stephen King? Oh, he appeared in Grey's Anatomy apparently. Yeah. That's weird. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm very curious. Because like I swear the actor looks familiar. But yeah, I hope it's not the North Korean dad from Geki Ranger. Actually, no. Actually, I'm curious who does play the dad in that episode. Geki Ranger 43. It's like I'm just like morbidly curious at this point. Happy Merry Christmas, os. Okay, let's see. Guest cast. Let's see. Carl's dad. Oh, that's a different actor. Mark Chimney. Yeah, he only appeared in the one episode of Geki Ranger. Yeah. Unless you check the Japanese Wikipedia and then translate it back to English. Okay. Oh, he was in Detective Conan. That's interesting. Okay. I better stop before I start talking about what's it called Little Joe Sure Can Sing. But yeah, so they do like a careful mission to like transport Gomorrah across the city into the desert. It's like, oh my god, the giant robot is carrying Gomez all by not Gomez, Gomorrah all by itself. Oh my god, that's so cool. It's like those Japanese TV shows I used to watch as a kid. Really now. And of course, freaking main character has the flu, so like turns out Gomorrah also has allergies, which means that you chose the worst possible time of the year in order to just the worst possible time of year to actually, transport it. But we got to do a show for everyone. So naturally, the kaiju tech say, "Oh no, storage is a threat and a menace. Get rid of storage. No, we've got to fight the monster." It's like, well, at least our sweet baby mecha is lasting as long as he does, but we got to call on Ultraman.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like all the white dudes, like, Ultraman.
It's Ultraman!
It's Ultraman! I remember watching it back in Genesis. Wait, you don't look 50.
I've aged really, really well.
It's like, oh my god, it's like that show on 4Kids. What show on 4Kids? Oh, never mind! When mecha's just not enough. Ultra Z.
Yep.
And of course, he uses nunchucks, and it doesn't work, but it's a cool bit of choreography nonetheless. And a building gets destroyed because obviously a building gets destroyed, and it's like, homegirl, quick, give me the giant. Give me the Ultraman medal. It's like, oh my god, he asked you to give him something.
Ultraman, Ace, Taro.
Ole Taro, Ole Taro, Ole Taro. Beta Grappler.
Yeah, to where he becomes Beta Smash by combining the powers of the original Ace and Taro. And not gonna lie, then again, this was a meme when this show came out.
He looks
Beta
like a
Smash
luchador.
Beta Smash looks like Red Man.
For me, he looks like a luchador.
Little bit, I can see that.
Like his entire the entire red of his suit looks like one of those spandex onesies that wrestlers wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's wearing like a mysterious mask, like with the whole oh yeah, very mysterious, yeah.
Yeah, fun fact about the red mask. It was originally going to be silver, but then they decided to change it to red.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't go with gold or blue, just to make that contrast. But yeah, I get it, because these are 3 Showa era Ultra, so of course they're going to be just nothing but red and silver.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. There's a bit of gold and black in there, in very minute decals. But yes, freaking Gomora does his best Godzilla impression. With a purposeful grimace and a terrible sound, he pulls the spinning high tension wires down.
Yep. Gomora.
Yeah. Gomora, 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 Gomora. Yeah, it's and he does his a Tyrannosaurus Zord attack where he spits at the ground and creates an earthquake.
Yeah.
Classic. Classic. Yeah. And of course he throws it up in the air and he does an ultra punch.
Yeah, he does a uppercut.
Yeah.
And that destroys Gomora into millions of pieces.
Blaziken, poor Gomora. I've developed an affection for him.
Yeah. Blaziken, you say? What a coincidence. That's my favorite Pokemon.
Blaziken, you say? That's my favorite fire starter. No, really. If you actually go through all 9 generations and which one of 3 Pokemon I would pick, only 2 out of 9 of them would be the fire starter, and one of them is Torchic.
What's the other?
I'll let you guess. But in the meantime, everyone had such an exciting experience watching this. It's oh yeah, no, Ultraman had a hard time fighting this monster, and even your robot, it was it lasts as long as it did. If you can make a slightly stronger robot, hey, I'm down to fund you. Yeah, you got your. I'll let you have your Alucard. And it's thank you, thank you. And of course, that's when we start building the mecha for the next episode.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's reward ourselves with some donuts with mayonnaise.
Lovely.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, Japanese mayonnaise actually does sound great on a donut. Jelly's my favorite. I'm not even joking. Like I like Japanese jelly donut with mayonnaise on it. It's
interesting.
I did it as a joke, but it surprisingly works. So because you see, the fat from the mayonnaise offsets the sugar from the jelly. Yeah. Is mayonnaise an instrument? If the job is to give your taste buds an excellent sensation, then yes, mayonnaise is indeed an instrument.
Is horseradish an instrument too?
It is not.
Oh, all right. Horseradish is not an instrument either.
Yeah. Nor is pineapple. Well, actually, it is an instrument for a completely different purpose. Isn't that right, Adolf? See, that's a little Nicky reference. But yeah, so we have like a very bird-like mecha.
Oh yeah, Wyndham. He was one of Ultra 7's capsule monsters, and he just looks like a robot chicken to me. I'm sorry, I can't unsee that when I see Wyndham.
Like he looks like a chicken. He looks like a robot.
I'm sorry, I can't unsee that when I see Wyndham. I always think of him as a giant robot chicken.
Which means that if you just painted him red slightly, like Beta, then he truly will be Blaziken.
Oh my god, Mecha Blaziken.
Mecha Blaziken.
So wait, is Wyndham going to have going to get served and then do a dance battle with a Robeast?
Yes. 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 And actually, and just for the fun of it. You know you wanted me to do that. Okay, fine.
Oh yeah, take the chicken higher.
Come on, baby, take the chicken higher. It is a flying bird indeed.
Gonna burn it to a crispy crisp.
And we will use a sky uppercut. Yeah. So next episode, we get another classic beast from the original Ultraman.
Tell us, Don.
Yep, Teleston. Ah, man, all those episodes we've seen with Teleston, and you're back. But then Homeboy from the first episode shows up. You know, the face-hugged one.
Oh, yeah.
And for some reason, there's a different character who's, like, trying to solve a mirror cube, except it actually has different colors on each side, which kind of defeats the point of having a mirror cube. Yeah, like, I don't know if you've ever seen a mirror cube, but the whole point is that instead of relying on the colors of the each side, you have to rely on the individual dimensions of.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because it's cut differently. So like you're gonna have some crazy, shapes made out of it, and which means you're gonna have to work a lot harder to like figure out where each piece goes, because like they're not colored. But the thing is, the one that he has in the episode, like they're colored on every side, so it's like it defeats the whole point of them having them like unevenly cut.
Yeah.
It's like this gold Fisher cube I got from Japan. It's like a Fisher cube is interesting because it's cut differently. Like it's like you got corners where the edges are and edges where the corners are. But the thing is, when you get the whole one color thing, like a mirror cube, it's like you're taking the challenge out of it because now like a lot of things are inconsequential with how you solve it. So it's like instead of combining two different challenges, you made it easier to solve.
Yeah.
Yeah, because look at that. Oh, I'm gonna make a checkerboard pattern. Oh my god, it's a checkerboard pattern. Can't you see? No, you can't. But yeah, no, but so yeah, it's really cool to see like a mirror cube, except it's not a mirror cube. I'm a little sad now. Should have been a proper mirror cube. All right. But yeah, so yeah, we're just getting ready to like deploy the second mecha at this point. Like, will it pan out? Find out next time on Ultraman Z. I waited a long time to make that joke. Yeah. Yeah, but I finally got to. So, and it works this time around.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll let you continue from here.
Yeah, basically they're building Windom, the robot chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And then Teleston basically shows up, and so they need to go fight against Teleston.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But basically they're trying to figure out how to make it work with less energy because
it's too energy consuming.
Yeah. Granted, it can fight for 5 minutes. That's 2 minutes more than Savengar. It takes 5 days for it to charge up.
Yeah. Yeah, see, here's the thing about the original Tesla from 2008. It can go 72 hours without charging from full to empty, and it takes 24 hours to charge from empty to full. So it's kind of like Beat from Beat the Vandal Buster. Yeah. I'm not here to promote Tesla. I'm just saying that, like, hey, you know, like, how long is the charge time versus how long is the output time? It's like energy efficiency is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. But yeah. So this creepy dude, I swear. It's like, what is your game, man?
You mean though? Yeah, and then he's got this green liquid, pours it into this contraption of some kind, and out comes a medal of Jirus.
Jirus, my sweet baby boy.
Yeah, I figured you would like seeing that. The Jirus medal.
My sweet baby Jirus.
AKA the not Godzilla medal.
Yes. Surely Jirus will be properly respected.
Kinda.
It won't it? But yeah, it's crazy. They have this giant machine just to pop out kaiju medals. My sweet baby Jirus. All right. Oh yeah, we got some expired food in the fridge.
Oh yeah. Where they're also keeping dismembered parts of kaiju in.
Yeah, like what is up with that? I was hoping there would be pudding. Yeah, so Teleston shows up, and of course, we're going to use our beta form. You know, I'm just going to call them Alpha, Beta, and Gamma, just to make it easier on me.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, chat my name, Ultraman Z! Yeah, so it's time to deploy our new big boy. And yes, he's got thrusters.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. At first, like, we're having like a great time fighting it. He even does that head beam thing from the Showa era.
Yeah.
Classic Chi-Chi. And everyone's like shooting confetti all over the laboratory. It's like, maybe it's a little too early to celebrate.
Yeah.
Just saying. But then waste disposal dude uses the Jiris metal to give it frills.
Yeah, it's like, I see what you did there.
But also why?
Yeah, give it this big beam effect that comes out of his whole head and frill.
Yeah.
So it's basically Tellus Das? Giradis?
Giradis.
Giradon?
I actually like that last one. Giradon. Yeah. but yeah, so yeah, we go back to using our alpha form and we rip out its frills.
Oh yes. We rip off the frill.
Kaiju shouldn't be fighting. Not like this.
Yeah, Wyndham outright rips off Teleston's frill, just like how the original Ultraman ripped off Jiris' frill.
Does he at least get a proper burial? No. Simple answer, no. No, he just uses his Zebasian beam.
Zetzium Kosen.
Yeah. While Wyndham uses his barrage attack. And yes, we get a new medal. Jiris. Well, at least Jiris' medal is going to be preserved, so we could always no!
Yeah, it doesn't take long for it to just disappear.
It just shatters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to be honest, I'm really sad this episode.
Mm.
Kaiju shouldn't be fighting. Not like this. But yeah, so we have the revelation that someone's making medals out of kaiju.
Dun dun.
Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. But yeah, so yeah, we celebrate. Old man's blushing because homegirl is celebrating with him. Again, age gap, not the same girl. But hey, it's slightly less creepy than having a 20-something-year-old woman crushing on a 5,000-year-old alien.
Yep. She's into weird stuff, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but apparently we're having a really hard time solving Mirror Cube. Even having the handicap of having the colors on each side. Bruh. How lame can you be? It's not, like, honestly, what makes him suspicious isn't even the fact that he's watching the footage of Ultraman. What makes him suspicious is that he just gives up on solving his Mirror Cube.
Yeah, he just gets bored with it.
Yeah, it's like, bro, how do you get bored with... Okay, I get why you could get bored with this. But how do you get bored with this? That's crazy, man. It's like, bro has no taste whatsoever. But hey, could be worse. At least you're not trying to solve a Pankoo box in order to use the power of imagination in order to stop a space bridge from using nuclear energy to destroy Earth because some scientists thought destroying another planet to save your own was a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah, we're only 4 episodes into it, and I already like Zet more than Arc.
Agreed.
And I'm hoping Omega is better than Arc.
Yep. Approved. 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 I don't know. Approved. And then once you get to Arc, it's like, look at you. One so proud. Go on now and never return. I gotta find that episode so I could just like rewatch it on Hulu or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the first 4 episodes, and I'm gonna be honest. I think Zet is off to a good start. It's been enjoyable, it's been entertaining, and I can somewhat see why my G-Fest friends were saying it's a good series. I'm saying somewhat because I'm still in the very beginning, have not seen the rest of the show yet, but I think it's off to a good start.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be real with you. It's like I'm gonna be real with you. Like one thing I actually really appreciate is one thing I appreciate about it is the fact that it plays homage to like the older seasons without it being like, bruh, we get it. We get it. You know what I mean?
Like with the Mighty Morphin over milking?
Like with the Mighty Morphin over milking.
Well, like I said,
Morphin over milked Rangers.
Well, like I said, Tsuburaya shows nostalgia for all sorts of Ultraman series, not just the original.
Yeah, and it really shows that the passion was always there.
Mm-hmm.
But the system will not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, what did you... Yeah, for me, I would have to say these episodes, I have to give them 9, 8, 10, 9.
I mostly agree with you. I'd say 9, 8, 9, and 9.
All right. Yeah. At least we're on the same page on some of these things because like it's like, yes, like I love how like, yes, there's consequences towards using an Ultra because, you know, not everyone has the same home insurance that Angel Grove has.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, the less to say about that, the better. But yeah, it's really interesting to learn that, like, yeah, there's consequences. There's real world consequences, and like even like the head of storage gets upset because of like, bruh, you destroyed the like a national monument.
Yep.
Who do you think is gonna pay for that? You got an ATM on that torso light bright. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's like I love how you have that human factor, and I love how the human characters are actually trying to be proactive by like making their own giant robots, because you can't assume that Ultraman's going to be there to save the day all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only now know that Ultraman's going to be there, but like beforehand, we tried building robots. We just didn't have any luck with that.
Yeah.
Mostly because we had a pilot skill issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, you know, that is what it is, you know. But you know, hopefully moving forward, you know, we're gonna get some like really interesting stuff. Hopefully both robots are gonna be more useful. It's not just, oh, slow down the monster and then have Ultraman finish him off.
We'll see.
Yeah. Like hopefully like we get some really good mecha like play of the games. Like Earth Garon in that one episode and only that one episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because Earthy deserves better. He's cute. All right. No comments tonight. That's okay. But we hope you guys enjoyed watching our discussion of Ultraman Z. This is part 1 of 6 of our discussion of Ultraman Z. And once we're done with that, we're going to move on to the current season of the year, Ultraman Omega. And look, I'm not like I don't even know if like they're gonna say Omega like that. I just say like that because of Amazon. Yeah, so if you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos, and share our videos because it helps us out with the algorithm. We do Ultraman Z on Mondays, Kamen Rider Gab on Wednesdays, number one Sentai Gojuger on Thursdays, and Kamen Rider Classic on Sundays. We have 34 more episodes to go through and 2 more movies, so we're gonna get there. Yeah, and also we only have 100 more subscribers to reach our next threshold of 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. So please help us out with that so that we can make some special threshold content like we did with MMPR, The Last Ranger Parody 7. Boy, the less we talk about that, the better. But you can definitely check that out on our channel. Check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do various movie reviews and TV show discussions. We recently discussed the new horror film Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan, and we are posting up reels for the new Gundam series, Gundam G-Quox. And new episode of G-Quox will be out tomorrow, which means later this week, episode 7 reel will be showing up shortly after. So definitely stick around for that. And if you want to follow us on our personal content, where can the people find you?
You can find me at youtube.com, Axel Ranger.
And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. Additionally, if you want to say hi to us in person, Leo and I will be at the Pasadena Convention Center this Saturday for the Pasadena Comic Con. And we will be at the Burbank Marriott on June 8th for Robo Toy Fest, which will feature the reunion of all 3 VR Trooper actors. That's right, Brad Hawkins, Mike Hollander, and Sarah Joy Brown. We are excited for that, as well as SBD 20th anniversary reunion. Brandon McLaren and Monica May are both booked to show up, as well as John Tui. So can't wait to say hi to them. But if you miss your chance to meet them that weekend, you could meet them the following weekend in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Omni Hotel for Rangers Stop and Pop, where they're gonna have all 6 Rangers from Mystic Force. That's gonna be June 13th through the 15th. And then you could check this guy out at G-Fest, which will be at
the Hyatt in Chicago, Illinois, from July 11th through the 13th.
Awesome. Any other future convention appearances that we might show up in, we will keep you guys posted. But these are the 4 main events that you guys should check out, and 3 of which we will be attending. So we hope to see you guys again real soon. So be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and we'll see you again next time. Have a good one. Bye. Next time on Ultraman Z.